Hello, my lovely angels. So, this week we are going to dive into every single zodiac sign and see how this upcoming new moon in Scorpio is going to impact everybody individually. All right, so the new moon is going to be on the 1st of November, so the following Friday after I release this video. I will have all the timestamps linked down below. Just if you're watching the premiere, if I do put it on premiere, I'm not sure yet, but if you are watching it as a premiere, then of course the timestamps won't be very accurate because there is a countdown in the beginning that YouTube puts on here. This will be a quick fire reading, so let's just dive ahead. Let's run straight into it and see what's going on for every single zodiac sign, starting from Aries. All right. Alrighty, so my lovely Aries, I've already pulled out your cards and spreads, so let's see what's going on for you. So the first card that I pulled out was this Owl Spirit. This is like an overall energy of how this new moon is going to impact you. This Owl Spirit says you see clearly now. So for a lot of you, heightened sense of intuition, you have 360 vision, you are able around this time to see things a lot more clearly. So whether this means that secrets are coming out and clarity is just coming through, or whether again, you're able to kind of feel your way through your current circumstances, and that is going to be your overall energy at the moment. You also have fork in the road, so it feels like prior to this new moon coming up here that you may feel a little bit distracted or feeling a bit unsure about where you're going next. This represents the fact that you feel a little bit at a fork in the road, right? You're stuck on making a decision. This feels like Spirit is saying over here that this is just a temporary situation. The fact that you're seeing things clearly now means that you are going to find clarity on a sense of direction. Another theme coming up for you guys around this new moon is the fact that you are going to be growing and evolving, which is awesome stuff for you guys. So whatever is going on, you're finding a lot more clarity about your growth and your sense of direction. Okay. In terms of astrology, for those of you who are Aries risings or moon, this is going to impact the 8th house. And the 8th house usually represents hidden things. It can represent things like debt or other people's money or finances, which is important in a positive way, I think, for you guys. Because with the Ace of Pentacles coming through here and a new job, a career, guaranteed success, it feels like there is going to be an increase in your finances. Maybe somebody is giving you finances at this time, or again, an opportunity, which again is about somebody else giving you something. So that's really amazing. The Knight of Wands, again, feeling more optimistic, happy. Whether this is an energy they're wanting you to lean into, or whether this is just your energy around this time, feeling a lot more optimistic about a sense of direction that you're going in. Okay, knowing that you're going to have guaranteed success. Okay, feeling more like exploring. This is also a good card that comes up when there might be a bit of travel coming on, whether you feel like exploring new surroundings, new environments, or just new goals in general. This is a really positive energy to have coming through. 3 of Cups being here also speaks about there being some sort of celebration coming up for you guys. So even if you're celebrating the little things like finding clarity in your sense of direction, this is a really good time to connect with friends or people, loved ones who will celebrate with you, okay? 3 of Cups really does represent a really good card for feeling really, really happy. Okay, which is amazing. Now, Page of Swords being here, as well as temptation will test you. Some of you are going to feel triggered at this time. Okay, I mean, it is a Scorpio new moon, so there could be something coming through that needs to transform or change in some way. Okay, so whether you're figuring something out, okay, that could be important. There might be something that's triggering you. I am going to go through and clarify everyone's readings, by the way, as well. So that's important. I'm going to start off with this one because it's the only one I feel a little bit unsure about. This could be somebody outside your social circle, all right, who could be curious about you in general. This could be somebody who's watching you from a distance, and because it's got temptation will test you, this is a bad apple. All right, that's what it feels like, whoever this is. Let's see, why is the Page of Swords here? Please, Spirit, why is the Page of Swords here for Aries around the time of the new moon? The Judgment card coming through. So for some of you, you might need to release maybe some of you might be the ones feeling quite triggered at this time, and that's where temptation is going to test you. It could be maybe it's a past coming through, or past feelings coming up, or just something will trigger an inner wound here. Spirit's calling for you to let it go. Okay, surrender to this feeling. Do not act on it around this time. I'm pretty sure we haven't I'm not an astrologer, right? So, but I remember somebody was saying something about Mars doing something at this time, whether it's aspecting a certain, I think it's aspecting or Pluto, or I don't know. Somebody let me know in the comments section. But what that means is that there might be a bit of explosion, or the temptation for something explosive to be going on here. Pluto is a planet kind of like Scorpio as well, about things going on behind the scenes. It's like the hidden world. So again, something could be coming through for you guys, even if it's your own traumas and feelings and emotions and triggers, whatever it is, it's calling for you to release it. Do not explode. Okay. The temptation might be to react. All right. Instead of just reflecting and then acting afterwards. Okay. So judgment says release, let go. Somebody could be wanting some forgiveness here as well for some of you at this time. That will be the temptation. But I would say because it's temptation and a bad apple, this is not an energy you want to really feed into. All right. So if you need that clarity, then there you go. Let's see what the Three of Cups represents here. The Magician tried to come out there. So again, you could be really celebrating the fact that you are manifesting some sort of celebration here. The Five of Swords reverse. This tells me that something could have ended in defeat, but you're actually getting a really good outcome to something. So if you've been feeling a bit defeated lately, that's changing. Okay, you're getting some sort of recognition, or again, something to celebrate here. Again, it could be, again, something about reconciliation for some reason coming up for some of you. It does feel like it will be rejected though, right? Knight of Wands for Aries. Yeah, absolutely. Some of you could be coming up with ideas to travel the wall. The World card is here, but it's also just like a new positive energy coming through, a new cycle coming through for you guys. So whatever it is that's going on, it does feel like it's to do with that growth card as well. It just feels like a lot more enthusiasm and positivity is coming from you because you are feeling renewed. Ace of Pentacles. The Devil, that's interesting. So that could be material gain. All right, of course, the Devil can sometimes be temptation here, but I'm not picking up anything negative about that. I'll just be careful of any offers that come your way that might be controlling or here to play tricks on you. Clarify that one more time. It also represents like responsibilities. So Two of Pentacles. You might have two opportunities that come your way that need to be really kind of considered. One could be a good opportunity. The other one could be a negative one. All right. With the Devil energy. So just pay attention to this. But of course, the Devil represents responsibility. It's Capricorn energy. It's work energy as well. So as long as something's not chaining you up and making you feel restricted, all right, avoid that, especially if you want growth here. It's really about making a decision to grow your finances in a positive way, not out of ego, like the Devil says, not out of fear, but out of the fact that you are deserving. All right, my angels, because you do have guaranteed success and you do have an offer coming your way here. Yeah, I would just say pay attention to maybe getting out things like loans at this time, just to be careful of that. Alrighty, my angels, that's what I have for you, Aries. I'm going to go over and move over to Taurus, but I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know how it resonates with you when the new moon happens. Aside from all that, I hope to see you guys in the next video. All right. Hello, my lovely Taurians out there. So this is your spread. I will get into it in a second with you, but I hope you guys are doing well. This is going to be about the new moon in Scorpio. I'm sure you know already. So I want to just dive into it for you guys, okay? So your overall energy is being represented by the dolphin spirit for this new moon. And this card says this and that are true. So it's almost like two, maybe even opposing energies can exist at the same time. And I was really kind of questioning, okay, well, what does that mean? By the way, because you are a Taurus, especially if you are a Taurus rising or moon, this new moon will be happening in your 7th house, which is all about your relationships, your partnerships, business partnerships, maybe even as well. So it's a lot to do with people around you. Okay, which makes a bit of sense because you have younger woman here, two-faced friend over here, and a dark man over here, protection from a powerful friend. So it can really be about the people who are closest to you. Anyway, with that being said, I was a bit curious about what the dolphin spirit was saying here, and then I clarified it with some extra cards, what this and that are true mean. And then you have the 9 of Cups, which is wish fulfillment, happiness, personal satisfaction, and then the 3 of Swords, heartache and pain. So in a sense, they're kind of saying that you can be both happy and heartbroken at the same time. Both of these can be true. So I don't know if some bad news also sets you free in some way, if it's to do with like one thing, or whether it's different, feelings coming away from it, or whether this means that there is one thing going on in your life where you feel heartbroken, and then the other way, there's also some positive news coming through as well. Like, it's very interesting how this is coming up. So let me know what you think about this. It was very interesting. Now, the dolphin spirit really does speak about having fun. Okay, so in a way, maybe this is what it's calling for you to do as well. All right, there is almost like good and bad in this. So I'm going to put that back in the deck here. So this is your overall energy. You have message in a bottle, which does speak about maybe receiving some sort of message from somebody this week. This could be something that you were praying for or manifesting in a way. The Knight of Cups, this could be somebody coming through maybe for an apology. If that's the case, this could be a time of, with two-faced friend coming on over here as well, I would say it's really a good time to maybe avoid maybe reconnecting with people. If there is like an apology with justice here, maybe this is about making things balanced again, then maybe that's fine. But I would say this is maybe not a good time to let people in your life. That being said, okay, with two-faced friend being here, it does feel like somebody cannot be very trusted. Okay, so just pay attention to that. It does feel like you have protection though from another friend of yours, which is interesting, or somebody, a love interest or whatever. So even if it's somebody in spirit, they're protecting you at this time from people who may not have your best interests in mind. Okay, so message in the bottle is not only about, you know, receiving some kind of message, which we can see over here, but it's also about receiving downloads and synchronicities from spirit, especially with prayer here. Ask and you shall receive. That's the vibe that's coming up for you guys. So whether you are receiving like immediate confirmation that your prayers are being heard by somebody, or again the universe, that would be a good indicator that you might be seeing a lot more repetitive numbers, or just, I don't know, you're seeing things coming up from the universe. Maybe a certain advert comes up around the time that you're manifesting something, and it kind of confirms something to you. Okay, pay attention to the messages of the universe. Okay. Prayer is a really nice card that kind of comes through as a reminder to make sure that you are asking very clearly about what it is that you want and desire moving forward. Okay, this may mean that maybe you're not being clear enough when you're making prayers, or maybe you're not praying enough, not asking the universe enough for things that you want. Okay, so I feel like that's the case here. Now, we also have lemons and lemonade, which always reminds me of the quote, when life gives you lemons, make lemonade. And that might be what the dolphin spirit is about. Maybe you guys feel like you got burnt badly, all right, lately or in the past. And it feels like, yeah, that's true. Something really did cause heartache and pain, but it feels like there is almost like a bittersweet energy about it. Okay. Maybe there is something that you can use from that situation to turn it into some kind of wish fulfillment or something a lot sweeter. So it's interesting how that's coming up here. Anyway, so you have dark man over here. So this around this time, you might be dealing with or have a relationship with a man with dark complexion or dark hair. That could be you even as well. You also have younger woman coming through here, dealing with a relationship with a younger woman, two-faced friend, and protection from a powerful friend as well. So a lot of people are involved this week for you. So Knight of Cups can be a few things. We are going to clarify as we go through. The Knight of Cups again can be somebody coming through here wearing their heart on their sleeve, an emotional message coming away, usually can be reconciliation with the things that we are speaking about. Justice coming through says this new moon in Scorpio is allowing things to be balanced, karma. Okay, justice will be served around this time. Truth will be revealed. She has a sword up here, balancing the scales here. So whether this is you calling justice to a situation, or whether this is the universe saying, hey, justice will happen and prevail, then that is a confirmation for you guys too as well. The Hermit coming through, so we have Libra and Virgo energy coming through for you guys at this time. It's all about looking at life from a higher perspective. Okay, so this could be something that you guys are feeling like doing, maybe spending some more time alone to reflect, to really think about things, to look at things again from more of a place of wisdom and understanding. That will be important for you guys this week, as I say this week, around this new moon as well. And Two of Wands about focusing on your future and expansion. There are some things around this time that are not made for the future that you desire. All right, so that might be why things are crumbling. But let's look at the Knight of Cups. Why is the Knight of Cups here in your reading, Taurus? Thank you, Spirit. 7 of Wands. Yeah, I would say protect yourself is really important. So there's a few things I'll say about this. If there's anything that's calling for you to come outside your comfort zone, despite how it feels, you will prevail. Again, that word seems to be important for you guys at this time. The 7 of Wands is also about protecting your inner peace. So for some of you, if there is somebody coming through who's apologizing or whatever, I would say, okay, protect yourself from this energy. So make sure you block anybody who you don't want coming back. Okay, any two-faced friends, people who have second intentions. Okay, this is also a really good reminder that whatever you are up against right now, you will prevail. Again, like I was just saying, despite the odds, you will succeed. Let's look at the Justice card. What is Justice here for around this time of the new moon? The Nine of Cups. So justice, that makes sense. The same as this and that are true. You have been heartbroken. Things have been unfair. However, fairness will also prevail. The word coming through for you guys. Nine of Cups, wish fulfillment. Justice is your wish fulfillment. If you are dealing with any legal situations or contracts at this time, there is going to be some very positive news at the end of this where you feel satisfied. Okay, this is emotional satisfaction. Most importantly, within yourself. I always say the Nine of Cups is self-satisfaction. 10 of Cups is about everybody is happy about this. So you are going to be quite happy about some sort of justice, karma being served at this time. Okay, that is the same card that came up with the dolphin spirit. So yes, you've been heartbroken. Yes, something hurt you, but also you are going to get some justice out of this. All right, good karma out of this. And let's look at the Hermit. Why is the Hermit here for this new moon for Taurus? The Knight of Pentacles. So you're making a lot of inner progress. I like this card. This is my progress card, to be honest with you. Slow and steady movement, self-improvement, all that good stuff, planting seeds, moving forward. So because it's coming through the Hermit, whatever you guys are analyzing or reflecting on at this time, there is some sort of progress being made, like personal progress, soul progress being made. Maybe because of what you've learned, you know, sometimes the Hermit has to climb the big mountain to be able to see life from a different perspective, which represents challenge, right? You've walked a very difficult journey to come to some sort of enlightenment about situation, and there is something that you can gain from this lesson in life, even though it's difficult, right? So with the Hermit being here, you've learned a very wise lesson, all right, one that you will take with you for a long time. And any inner work that you guys are doing through reflection, all right, is equaling progress. All right, Two of Wands. What is this here for? Two of Cups. So maybe you guys are really reflecting on future relationships that you want and desire. Okay, this can be to do with an actual love interest if you are happily in love. This can be that there is some expansion coming through, whether you guys are thinking about children or moving or, you know, taking things to a next step or into a new chapter. You guys will be considering this at this time. And if this is to do with love interest that you've felt burnt by and had a difficult relationship with where things were unjust and unfair, again, you're thinking a lot more and learning a lot more about what you do want out of relationships. Again, remember, Taurus, especially if it's your rising and moon, this is really going to be in your relationships. Okay, so it does feel very clear that you're learning a lot about what you want out of relationships moving forward and what an equal give and take looks like as well, and what true love really looks like too. So this is something that you're reflecting on and thinking about at this time. If you are single, I do actually feel like you guys might actually receive some sort of like new person in your life. I feel like maybe you'll meet them online. So that could be a really weird message for some of you as well. But yeah, I feel like you might be getting a message from a new person. All right, my angels. So that's what I have for you. Very quick fire reading. As you can tell, I'm trying to get my breath back in between everything that I'm saying, but I wish you guys all the best. I love you guys. Thank you for being here. Let me know how it resonates with you. And I'm going to move over to Gemini. All right, so I'll see you guys next time. Okay, hello Geminis, welcome to your reading. So these are all the cards that are representing how this new moon in Scorpio will be impacting you. So we're gonna dive straight into it, see what's going on. So the first card that came up for you guys is the Electric Eel Spirit. So this is the overall energy for this new moon. It says bring your ideas to life. So around this new moon, you're really being called to kind of bring some spark back into your world again. And if you have had an idea for a while and you've not really taken any action on it, then this is a time to do it in a very impactful and intense way. The new moon is in Scorpio. It's a very intense, transformational zodiac sign. So this is a really good time to bring in that intensity into this time for you guys. Now, what's interesting is as a Gemini rising and moon, if that's what you are, this is really coming up in your 6th house. Okay, not to go too much into astrology, but what that really is your health, your day-to-day life, your routines, your career, you know, your work life there. So this is a very important time for you to pay attention to those parts of your world. So if there is anything that you want to do or bring to life in terms of your habits, your routines, your day-to-day, that's important. You also do have Cain over here, which says pay attention to your health. So again, it is very important for you guys. Let's see what else is coming through. I really feel like with orphaned and abundance, some of you might be feeling a little bit upset or having a lack of mindset about your finances at this time. And it may mean because you may feel a little bit, financially in scarcity or whatever it is for you guys. Orphaned and the Five of Pentacles do give off similar vibes. So even if it's not financially, it could be that you guys feel quite alone at the moment. You feel orphaned. You feel left out in the cold in a way, or that you don't have very supportive people around you, or feeling like life isn't what you want it to look like at the moment. But don't fret, don't be afraid. Okay, something may have come to an end in your life and it does feel like maybe you're still grieving that, and that's okay. But remember that abundance is not just something that comes to you. Okay, it's a mindset. Very important. It's the way that we handle feelings and situations like this. Okay, that gives us the outcome. So I'm going to show you this card up close because I want you to see it. This man actually drops his coins down the drain, and he then feels defeated, and he's like, oh no, I really needed that coin, etc., etc. And he ends up drinking his troubles away and dwelling, whereas this girl whose family in the background are actually selling their house because they need more money, she sees the money in the drain. And because she knows the importance of it, or the fact that her family needs it or desires it, she finds a way to get it. So it's almost in this sense, I don't want you to focus on feeling defeated. I want you to focus on having some solutions. And because you have bring your ideas to life, Gemini, you guys are Mercury ruled. You guys do have a very big brain. All right. So maybe your circumstances at the moment have been making you feel quite defeated. However, do not worry. When an ending happens, a new beginning happens too. So just remember that there is something that you can bring to life right now. You have good fortune over here with the beetle. So I do see that abundance is absolutely yours, but maybe you're having to kind of push your way through some difficult chapters at the moment. Okay, so let's go in and clarify these. So Ten of Swords does represent an ending, and I'm interested to see what this is about. Okay, it of course is about completion of some kind of very difficult one. King of Cups being over here as well, especially underneath pay attention to your health. A lot of us need to Gemini, focus on your feelings, your emotional world, especially because you have orphaned over here, and learning how to kind of stay above everything even when it feels quite intense. The King of Cups is very intuitive, very emotional person, but he does not allow his emotions to get the best of him. He rules the emotions, not the other way around. So for a lot of you, it's about not letting life drag you down. You have happiness over here, so that's amazing. You're finding ways to be more happy, have a good fortune, and of course here, psychic ability, trust your intuition, also aligns with the King of Cups. So this is an area of your life that might need some focusing on, okay, at this time. And I don't know why the color blue seems significant. I don't know what that means for you. Maybe to wear more of it, whether it's hinting at the throat chakra about expressing yourself, which again makes sense with the bring your ideas to life. So let's look at this. Why is the King of Cups here for this new moon in Scorpio for Gemini? Two of Pentacles, Ace of Swords, again expressing yourself, and the Devil energy. It feels like you're having to free yourself maybe from things that have been imbalanced in your life, emotionally imbalanced. The Devil represents temptations, triggers, fear. Okay, so maybe for a lot of you, it's about rising above fear. Okay, especially if you have any bad habits that are affecting your health, it's a really good time to make balanced decisions. Okay, not based on temptation or fear, but based on truth, self-expression, clarity. Okay, really good time to speak your mind. Okay, really good time to bring balance into your life and into your health and your well-being. Okay, especially in your inner world. Let's look at why the Ten of Swords is here. What is this here for Gemini? Ten of Swords, Nine of Cups, and the Page of Swords reversed. That's an interesting one. Page of Swords usually means that somebody is watching, somebody is, interested on keeping up tabs on you, especially with the Seven of Swords. For some of you, if you have recently had an ending with somebody who may have been a bit sneaky, kept some secrets from you, or had hidden intentions, I feel like that's being revealed. Ten of Swords tells me that maybe that's what you have put an end to. You are being set free from that. And I want to just tell you, this person is no longer in your life or going to be. It's a complete ending when this happens. All right. That's what I would feel. The Page of Swords again is no longer feeling triggered about something. even if it happened a while ago, it's about setting yourself free from that. The Nine of Cups, having wish fulfillment. One more, Ten of Swords. The Nine of Pentacles and the Three of Pentacles. Yeah, so whatever this ending is, I kind of feel like it is about being set free in a way. The Nine of Pentacles, again, financial well-being. Three of Pentacles as well is about collaboration and working on a project or working on a plan, especially financially. Or this is a really good time for some of you to start your own business, maybe, to get yourself into an understanding that you can achieve the things that you desire and want to put your mind that you want to put your ideas and mind to. Okay, as long as you're putting effort towards it, I think it's important. So set yourself free from feeling defeated. Something may have ended, but again, it gives you a chance to start fresh. The Nine of Pentacles is financial freedom. It is abundance. It's feeling very at peace with your own energy. So it could be an important message for some of you. Let's look at the Seven of Wands. This, I didn't actually speak much about the Seven of Wands. It says, despite how things look right now, you will conquer and overcome whatever challenges are up ahead. Magician, especially if you're manifesting it, especially if you're putting a mind to it and believing in yourself, the Magician knows and understands that he already has the tools already within him to create what it is that he desires. That is something that you guys need to put your mind to. Okay, no more orphaned energy, feeling a lack and kind of staying stuck to, I always see this as like the Tower. She's staying in the energy where she feels abandoned in. Okay, so some of you, it's a really good time to move away from situations like that. But the Magician, remember, you have all the tools inside you already. You have the strength, you have the courage, you have the persistence to move forward. Page of Cups says that there will be a very pleasant surprise, maybe a manifestation coming to light here when you do not give up on yourself. That is important. Okay, regardless of how things look right now, you will have success. Five of Pentacles, Ten of Cups. So for some of you, it's a really good time to connect with others at this time, especially if you're feeling a little bit lost. This tells me that maybe it's a good time to reach out to people. Maybe it's a good time to connect with others, even if they're new people, so that you can kind of create happiness and a community for yourself. Okay. So Five of Pentacles, they're actually outside the church. If they went inside the church, they would get the help that maybe they're looking for. So it's about opening doors for yourself as well, so you can have happiness too. Okay, one more for that. Five of Pentacles, Ace of Cups. So definitely is about love and mutual relationships. Look at that. Some of you, you will end up in a loving relationship if you're not already. If you are in a relationship, and that might be where there's a little bit of feeling left out in the cold by one another, this does look like there is going to be some mutual or equal exchange coming through of love. Okay, unconditional love. So just needs some work, right? Needs to be opening up to one another here. An equal give and take. Okay, but new connections coming through for you guys, which is very exciting. But yeah, that's what I have for you guys. I love you guys. Wish you all the best. I'm going to move over to Cancer signs now. So thank you for being here with me, and I hope to see you guys next time. All right. Hello, Cancer signs. I hope you guys are doing well. So this is going to be your overall energy for how this new moon in Scorpio is going to impact you. So let's dive into it, guys. Yeah, let's just see. So the first overall energy you have is the Swan Spirit. So this says time for a deep dive. What's interesting is that this really does feel like to do with your feelings and emotions. You know, this card kind of does represent that life is a little bit of a reflection at the moment. So maybe there are some things that you can learn from the experiences that you might be currently going through and how it might be reflecting something about your inner world. Okay, you do have confusion here and a leg up. So for some of you, maybe you're a bit uncertain about where to go next or where is life taking you. Okay, it could be about that. A leg up is requiring you at this time to be a bit more open and trusting in the people that are around you. Of course, not the people that we know that we can't trust, but this card kind of reminds me of what it's about is about allowing yourself to be dependent on others when you don't know the way anymore or when you're tired. Okay, you don't have to be constantly hyper independent. It's really calling for you to allow yourself to be a little bit more trusting to relationships, friendships, lovers around you as well. Okay, especially because you're the Three of Pentacles here, all about collaboration. This could be quite important for you moving forward, being open to collaborate, allowing others to take the lead sometimes so that you can rest and get clearer, maybe to deep dive, a little bit here. So maybe you're needing some time out to take a break so you can mentally and emotionally get clearer at this time. I think is pretty important. You have the Ten of Swords over here. So this does say that you have come from quite a serious or difficult ending. The Ten of Swords is completion, right? And one that has been quite painful or abrupt. The good news is, I mean, you do have obstacles to overcome, and it does feel like it's to do with this ending. But the good news is, Spirit is saying over here, you are on the right path regarding some aspect of your life. So even though it feels maybe the opposite, this is a bit of confirmation that as you're moving away from this Ten of Swords, you are going to have more success. You're going to come out of this battle more confidently, is what they're wanting to say, successfully, with victory on your side, okay? And maybe with some people here who are lifting your spirits and supporting you along the way, which is nice. So again, it does feel like connections with people will be getting better moving forward, and Temperance is here all about harmony, okay? Reconciliation maybe at times is really about releasing negative feelings, and maybe releasing something that's happened here making you feel quite defeated. That does feel like it's an obstacle to overcome here. So I wonder if it's like emotionally, it's almost like a Ten of Swords is something that you're having to accept, an ending of some kind. Especially with confusion, maybe there's a lack of clarity here. You're a little bit confused as to how this has happened, or it feels like a little bit of a lack of closure, a lack of understanding something with that. But it feels like in time it will make more sense for you. Okay, the Temperance card being Sagittarius energy is all about patience. All right, so that's something that you are guided to do at this moment. And because it's time for a deep dive, she's got her toes in the water here. So I kind of feel like it's time to lean into some feelings and emotions that maybe you've been avoiding. You do have a Shark over here. It says take care or there'll be a loss of material wealth. So maybe you guys are like emotional spenders. That's something that maybe you might need to settle down a little bit. But with that Shark, it represents a little bit of like a warning around you. Because you have Temperance and time for a deep dive, I feel like there's something within you that might need your attention. Okay, that's what I'm feeling. And by the way, for those of you who are Cancer risings and moon, this new moon is actually happening in your 5th house. So the 5th house is actually really about creativeness, creativity. It's about having fun. It's the pleasures in life. It can also be about, you know, spending time with children or children being important. So those will be some key themes for you guys, just because I forgot to mention it. But a really good time to balance opposing energies to create something new. So maybe there's something that you can take from this ending to kind of maybe turn it into something even better. You know, I'm always feeling like Cancer 2.0, like renewing yourself, or, you know, finding success despite the challenges here, even if you have to ask for help. Now, what's important is you have Diamond over here. You'll be receiving or giving a precious gift. I don't know why I'm seeing a ring for some of you. Could be getting engaged, but it could just be about you receiving something that's precious to you. Okay, maybe something sentimental, because Cancerians are very sentimental, if I'm going to go by your stereotype. And the Three of Pentacles. So I'm going to go in and quickly clarify everything. Three of Pentacles, again, about collaboration, but it's also about building a plan. Okay, working together with others at this time is important. Ten of Swords, why is this here for Cancer signs? Around this new moon, please. Eight of Swords and a Four of Cups. So some of you definitely do feel a bit stuck. The Four of Cups can be about that confusion. It almost feels like life has been a bit bored or jaded lately, and maybe you've not had a lot of enthusiasm, or again, a lack of direction with that confusion card. The Eight of Swords tells me that you've been a bit stuck in this energy, and maybe that's why the Ten of Swords is here, especially if some of you, if you've been chasing dopamine, or, you know, it does feel like a chapter needs to come to an end. So if it's not happened already, it kind of has to set you free in some way. All right. And for some reason, everyone's being set free so far, because the Eight of Swords is about anxiety and feeling stuck. But really, that's just her reflection of herself. If she actually looks at herself and not her perception of herself and her life, she'll be able to see that there is always a solution. She's not as stuck as she thinks she is. Okay. So Four of Cups, it's time to be a bit more open-minded. It's time to accept maybe some offers or opportunities that come your way. All right. And to maybe get up from this place of feeling defeated so that you can move forward again with victory. Because it feels like something recently or in the past is holding you back. Six of Wands. And blocking you maybe from having fun. So Justice and Six of Wands, you will have justice and karma. Your karma is victory. Your karma is gaining attention and recognition from others and having support and moving forward. Okay. Your karma and justice is the fact that things will be balanced. Okay, so if anything has been unfair, if anything has been unbalanced, this is a very big time where you are gaining victory and balance over maybe your shadow side, or maybe people who have not been very nice or good to you. Okay, you're going to get what it is that you deserve in this situation, which is victory. All right, which is amazing. And again, that confirms to you you're on the right path here. Right, Temperance card. Why is this here for Cancer signs? The King of Swords and the Wheel of Fortune. Some of you could actually have somebody come back round again. Could be an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. That could be, you know, you're creating harmony or balance with. This could be a really good time to strategize. Okay, take some time out to figure out where you're going, because the King of Swords is all about intellect. Okay, using your mind wisely. This might be the thing that turns tables for you. This represents some sort of lucky opportunity, and also divine timing. Feels like divine timing is at work here for you guys moving forward. Okay, but it does feel like there is somebody significant here. Anyways, Three of Pentacles coming through for Cancer signs. Creative projects can be important for you. Temperance again, so again, reconciliation, working together with others, learning how to collaborate and work together with others. Two of Cups as well, so love, relationships being important. Also, again, collaboration. Some of you do, this is the Ace of Swords as well. So there definitely feels like there is some communication for some of you out there, some truth being revealed, some enlightenment coming about a situation, and some clarity when it comes down to maybe a path moving forward, something that you can work on. But most importantly, about maybe some news or an announcement or some clarity about a relationship, about collaborations moving forward. This could be work partnerships, whatever it is. It's about growing towards some kind of legacy and abundance moving forward. So again, whatever you are seeking right now, you are going to get clarity moving forward, but it feels like you have to move forward though, right? The obstacle to overcome seems to be your mind and your perspective. Of course, you've been through something difficult, so I get it. But remember, you'll have justice moving forward. Maybe not in this situation, but moving forward, things will get more balanced. And all of this is about balance and harmony, and allowing others to help you. Okay, and really diving deep into your feelings is important as well. All right, my angels, that's what I have for you. Just a very quick fire reading. Let me know how this new moon impacts you. Make sure you come back to the video. But aside from all that, I hope this reading has helped you in some way. And I will see you guys next time. I'm going to move over to the lovely Leos now. So I'll see you guys next time. Hello, my lovely Leos. So this is all of your energy for this new moon in Scorpio. Now, for those of you who are Leo risings and moon, this is going to be happening in your 4th house, which is all about the home, maybe your childhood memories. It can also be about family. All right, it can also be about your mother. It could even be you if you were a mother, or divine feminine energy. It's all about safety, security, and foundations. All right, so that's important for some of you, how this new moon might impact you. Of course, it's a new moon, so about bringing new energy, and it's in Scorpio, which is an intense transformational energy here. So things could be changing in this area for you. But going into your cards, your overall energy is a dear spirit, bring a gentle touch, which is funny because it reminds me of that kind of feminine aspect of the 4th house for you. So it kind of makes sense a little bit here, leaning a little bit more into the divine feminine, being more gentle to yourself and to others at this time, especially because you have insecurity here. It does feel like with these cards coming through, there is a bit of a wall that spirit is wanting you to kind of bring down a little bit here, especially when it comes down to love. And I don't know why I feel that, but let's dive in a little bit more. Okay, so Queen of Swords coming through tells me that you have definitely been hurt in the past. So this new moon seems to be wanting you to kind of break down that barrier a little bit, because the 9 of Wands is also the wounded warrior. You guys are protecting yourself from something at this time, but it feels more of a fear than anything else, and a very masculine energy, even though it's a Queen of Swords. Usually in the Light Seers deck, I really love the tarot deck from them, because the cup, her heart, her feelings, her emotions are almost in a little bit of a prison under the chair. You can't see it here, but the story behind the Queen of Swords is that she's been so hurt in life that she's learned how to use her logic before her heart. That could be something that you guys, have learned how to do, and that's fine, but Spirit's really wanting you to bring in feelings and emotions at this time, and to recognize where this insecurity of opening up and being vulnerable comes from. Okay, over here you have family wishes coming true, which is interesting. So I wonder if any transformational change that's happening is either to, helping the family in some way, or a family wish coming true for you guys with that. But also that could be just some celebration going on in the family at this time as well with the well here, okay? But you are being really called to reflect on why or in what areas are you blocking your heart from shining out of fear and insecurity that maybe you're not enough, or that you can't have the things you desire because you're not good enough, or that you love too hard, or whatever it is. The Queen of Swords and the Knight of Wands, it's like a fear of opening up here. Spirit's wanting you to really focus on the future, with the Two of Wands, to expand and to grow. You have happy here as well, which is great. This does look like some kind of manifestation coming through, but what's important is the Three of Wands is in reverse, which says it is not the time to wait for something, especially because the Lion is here. That is you, Leo. It's time to act, okay? This is a week of action. This is a week of maybe, again, doing things that are actively going to change the things that you don't really like at the moment, or feel like it's blocking you in general, but not to be harsh about it, but to bring a gentle touch to yourself. You have Fair Woman over here. This says dealings or relationship, or you could be a woman with blonde, gray, or white hair. That could be important for you. You have a short journey coming up as well this week too. But let's look into what's going on for you guys. Why is the Queen of Swords here for Leos around this new moon? You have the Hierophant, which is about relationships and commitment here, marriage, and you have the Page of Cups, which is your inner child here. So some of you are blocking yourself from what you really, really want and desire, something that is going to help you move forward and ascend and learn and grow more. Okay, so for a lot of you, this will be relationships. Maybe there is a relationship you have already that you're fearful of opening yourself up about because you've been hurt before in the past. You've learned to lock your heart away, to not allow anyone in because of fears and insecurity that people will abandon you, or whatever it is, or hurt you again. Page of Cups, expect some kind of news from somebody. Maybe somebody wants to take things further with you, to open up a commitment with you, to be married, whatever it is. But the Queen of Swords is telling me that you are a little bit cold about whatever this is, but it's coming from a place of insecurity. You're fearful. Did you have a difficult did you watch a difficult marriage growing up with your parents? Because again, this is fourth house energy. We're really looking at the root of the issues here: childhood trauma, childhood wounds, and because the fourth house, I said earlier, is about security, there is some need to look at where you're feeling insecure and not safe. Okay, because relationships to you might feel unsafe because of fears that you'll be hurt, for example, because you have been. It makes sense. But the Page of Cups and the Hierophant is saying maybe there is an inner voice that needs your attention here, because maybe you really do want this. Okay, but anyway, a relationship seems to be coming up for you, or need to be a bit more emotional in a relationship. Okay, let's look at the Knight of Wands. Why is this here for Leo this at this time? The Magician. Pay attention to what you're manifesting is the first thing that I heard here. One more for that. And Temperance. Interesting. Let's put these over here. Okay, the Magician is all about understanding that you have the tools already within you to manifest the things that you desire, and you could definitely be manifesting a bit more, which is good. You could be specifically thinking about something, which makes sense with the happy. This is all about you knowing that something is going to be brought to life. This is my card of manifestation, of feeling happy before it's even happening, which is a great way to manifest, by the way. Temperance speaks about balance and patience, though. Things will happen in divine timing. Okay, again, with the Nine of Wands being about a lack of trust, being a wounded warrior, it definitely feels like in the past maybe your faith has been shaken because maybe what you wanted back then didn't really work out, and you really felt very strongly that it was something that you were manifesting, and maybe that's hurt your belief about your abilities to manifest. Okay, Temperance is saying to heal from that, bring some harmony into what you're trying to manifest, all right, and make sure what you're manifesting is coming from a place of security and gentleness, and not from a place of insecurity or woundedness. This is a base chakra, so maybe there is some identity shifts that need to happen at this time to make sure what you are manifesting in is balanced. Okay, and will bring some harmony to your world. Let's look at the Two of Wands. Again, this could be about a short journey. The Page of Swords. So this is a really good time to get curious, guys. Page of Swords speaks all about having new ideas or diving deep into knowledge or information or research even as well. Justice card. Some of you will be signing a contract soon. Just make sure you read the small print. Okay, that's important. I feel like you'll do that anyway because you got trust issues for some of you, but it's like really dive deep. I feel like some of you might reach out to somebody and maybe a company, career or something with legal situations. I feel like there will be success around here. What's interesting is she's walking across the sword here at the bottom, and that sword seems to be over here too. So some of you are going to be walking into a chapter in your life where there is a lot more justice, again, because you've faced injustice in your life. You know what that feels like. That's why you're super strong with boundaries at this time. Makes sense. But let your heart sing out when necessary and when it's safe. I think that's your task here, is to know when it's safe. Okay, Page of Swords, diving deep into information and into what it is that you desire moving forward. The Two of Wands is all about expansion and growth and looking into the horizon, thinking about what you want to do next. So for some of you, it might be collaboration, signing up a contract with somebody, or just finding justice in your life and having a balance and fair situations. Okay. But it does feel like you'll be vetting everything first. Right. The Three of Wands reversed. I think that's really all about taking action here. Yeah, absolutely. Look at this. It's time to act. Six of Wands in a stock card speaks about stardom. So some of you, if that is something you've been trying to manifest, it is time to act on something now, whatever that is to you. Six of Wands, recognition, promotion, a bonus of some kind, getting recognition for your hard work, coming out of a battle successfully, gaining victory, and also receiving some sort of wish fulfillment here as well. Okay, so whatever that is for you, it requires action here, which is interesting. But again, bring a gentle touch to yourself, and in relationships, that seems to be quite important for you guys at this time, and to recognize where is it coming from that's not helping you to react in a gentle way. Okay, my angels, that's what I have for you. I wish you guys all the best. A very quick fire reading. Okay, I send you my love, and I will just move over to Virgos now. So I wish you guys all the best, and I'll see you guys next time. Hello Virgos, welcome to how this new moon in Scorpio is going to impact you guys. So for those of you who are Virgo rising and Virgo moon, this is going to be happening in your third house. That's all about your communications, your mental activity. All right. It can also be about siblings and short distance travel, but without going into astrology, the rest of the reading will be tarot cards, but might kind of relate to the astrology of things. But anyway, so this is for everybody who is Virgo, sun, moon, rising, whatever. What's interesting is in your overall energy, you have the Mouse Spirit, and you actually have a few extra cards that don't tell anybody else, but you have tend to the small things will be important for you at this time. And then you have Antelope Spirit, which says life is speeding up. The Eight of Wands is also about life speeding up. So at this time, you're definitely being called to plan and prepare. Maybe this is about your ideas, okay, making sure that you are planning things out and tending to the small details of the plan, which you're a Virgo. This is great for you because life is starting to move forward. Okay, I'm almost seeing a bridge. Visual reader over here, a bridge, and you want to make sure you have all the steps and all the wood laid down here. That's what I'm seeing, because if you miss a step, you're gonna fall through the bridge here. So bridges also represent kind of going from one place to another. So that's interesting. It feels like you're building a bridge to get to maybe a new goal, new stability, whatever it is to you guys. But anyway, tend to the small things. The details are actually important this time, which is great. And life is speeding up. Let's see what else is going on for you. You have a lot to do with love coming through for you guys at this time. So this heart says love, deep affection and caring, soulmate coming through, and the Hierophant. So it could be like a deeper level of commitment for you guys, Virgo, at this time. Maybe it's actually about getting into a relationship with somebody, getting married, or just taking things up to the next step here. There's some keys here. So moving in or unlocking a little bit deeper about one another could also be the case here. Something that happened when I pulled out this card, it kind of says something that your soulmates are a reflection of yourself, even the ones that we meet that cause a little bit of chaos in our life. What can you learn from the soulmates that are around you? What does it tell you about something inside? Usually soulmates come in to teach us a lesson, all right? Whether it's a nice lesson or whether it's a difficult one, they are still your soulmates. So that's what I believe anyway. So there's something that you can learn from about yourself through these situations, even if it means where to place boundaries, what to prioritize in friendships or relationships, etc., etc. Okay. Anyway, you also have happiness coming through. So this looks like a really good time for you. Just remember that Scorpio energy is all about transformation and intensity. So that will be coming up for you guys at this time, but it feels like it's all towards good things, you know, going in the right direction, going towards great goals. The Eight of Wands is also about opportunities flying your way, communication flying your way. Things are really speeding up for you at this time. Okay. Now, what's interesting is you have the frying pan over here, which says that at this time there might be a little bit of trouble or accusations coming through. With Judgment over here, don't worry. The universe knows what's best. I kind of feel like if people are accusing you of things that are wrong or, you know, not true, Judgment is here. Like at the end of the day, the universe knows best, and Judgment, you know, it kind of reminds me of like Judgment Day. Like the truth will be revealed. It is a card of clarity as well. So it kind of just feels like if you have been wrongfully accused in the past, this is a time where judgment is coming through. Okay. And especially with higher power as well coming through here too. So pay attention to your intuition. It's leading you, it's guiding you somewhere, because that third eye is opening here as well. So you guys could be feeling a lot more intuitive at this time, a lot more psychic, or just seeing a lot more signs and synchronicities from the universe. Okay. They are contacting you and communicating with you at this time. The Knight of Wands, of course, can be a card of travel, like we said, especially for those of you who are Virgo rising and moons. But for everybody here, the Knight of Wands is all about enthusiasm, positivity, being optimistic. So it does feel like there is opportunities coming your way here that are going to bring a lot more passion, a lot more adventure into your life as well. And you are being guided to do more of that too. Then you have Desk over here with Money Path. And I wanted to they did come out together, and that's why I accepted them, because they do kind of come together here. Pay attention to your work. This could be where you need to tend to the small things, probably where things are speeding up for you. And it says a path with money is waiting for you to find it. So that's very interesting. Maybe that's what you're on the way to, kind of achieving or getting, is more money, is more, you know, financial or financial stability in your work life. So that's quite interesting. I'm going to go in and dive deeper into these cards here. Let's see what's going on for the Virgos here. The Hierophant, the Star card. Why is it coming up reversed here? Let's get one more for that. The Hierophant. Okay, interesting. The Page of Cups and the Queen of Cups, absolutely about your feelings and emotions, and there being a surprising message coming away, maybe by somebody who has some feelings for you. Okay, you guys could be definitely getting complimented at this time. Now, the Star card reverse, usually it's about healing, so I feel like some of you might need to commit to some healing here, but I feel like you're actually getting healed. That's why it's reversed. It's almost like the healing is no longer needed. Now, for some of you, the Star card is also about, you know, wish fulfillment and goals. So it kind of feels like something that was not on the cards of something that you know, wanted or was manifesting seems to be coming in anyway. Queen of Cups, the Page of Cups does feel like a conversation coming through here. It feels good though. So I'm unsure why the Star card came up reversed. Interested to hear your opinions. Right. The Eight of Wands. Why is this here for Virgos? Okay, the Tower and a 4. This looks like things are rapidly changing very, very quickly for you. If you feel like things are boring right now, Virgo, things are really going to start speeding up. The Tower card is all about divine intervention and a very sudden event. In this case, it doesn't feel bad. It feels like it's waking you up from this Four of Cups energy, from feeling bored and maybe not being very open-minded or changing anything about your situation, even if you kind of don't like it very much. So it feels like your routine is changing, like you're getting a fire under your butt is what they say, where it's like all of a sudden you feel like you need to move, which is interesting. So this feels a little bit like the Tower does seem scary, but this is not scary. It's like a sudden, I don't know, it's just a sudden thing that comes in for you guys, like happens very, very suddenly and makes you get up and move. But it's moving in the right direction and it doesn't feel negative. It's just almost like maybe you get some news or communication or an offer, an opportunity that suddenly goes, oh my God, like, okay, this is what I want. I'm going to start chasing after it. It seems to get you moving. So it's interesting. That's very interesting. Right. All right, let's see why the Knight of Wands is here for Virgos. The Wheel of Fortune, again, Jupiter, Sagittarius energy, 9th house energy. I'm pretty sure that came up in your recent reading as well. So all about adventure, exploration, and expansion in your life and good things. There could be some good luck coming your way as well. All right, the Two of Swords, it landed on top of a soulmate. So some of you need to start making some decisions about love here, about the people in your life as well. That's quite interesting. I kind of feel like I'm seeing you maybe cutting ties with something, but so that you can move towards expansion. So if there's anything that's holding you back, holding you down, or a mindset about soulmates, okay, that's also what's going to be changing here. Two of Swords, again, does feel like maybe you have a decision to travel or to move, or again, just to grow and evolve. And it does require you to trust your instincts and intuition about where you're going next, by the way. Okay, because I do see movement happening for you. Right, the Judgment card, Queen of Wands. Okay, that's about your confidence. I feel like you guys at this time will be seeing your true colors in a very, very nice light. Because the Queen of Wands is all about having great ideas, being creative, having fun, being beautiful inside and out. Page of Wands, again, your inner child, your inner creativity. Seven of Wands, again, that does feel like that trouble and accusations. There could be gossip around you at this time and people, again, saying things about you. We did have that. It does feel like it makes sense with what we were saying earlier. But it's almost like don't allow these little things to get to you, okay? Like protect your inner peace is very important. Just like we said with Judgment, the universe knows, all right? So any trouble that people are trying to bring into your life is really coming from immature behavior. All right, people who actually look up to you in some way, they might not admit that or admit it to themselves, but the Page is the one causing trouble. You are the Queen of Wands, regardless of gender. It's really kind of saying like these are immature people who don't really understand. That's what it feels like. They don't get it. So again, Judgment is like truth and clarity will prevail, so don't you worry. Yeah, I wouldn't pay any attention to this. Kind of create your own inner peace. Seven of Wands also says that despite the obstacles or things that might be coming up against you at this time, which could be trouble and accusations, the truth will again prevail. You will have success at the end of the day. All right, my angels. So that's what I have for you. Just so you have a little look over here for yourselves. I wish you guys all the best. I send you my love. Thank you for being here. Let me know how this resonates with you guys. And I'm going to move over to the lovely Libras, okay? Hello Libra. So these are the cards that have come up for you when it comes down to the new moon in Scorpio. Just remember the new moon represents new energies. All right, a really good time to kind of manifest new things, to kind of wipe the slate clean a little bit. It's also in a sign of Scorpio, so that's all about transformation and intensity. Okay, so let's see how this benefits you guys or how it influences you guys. Just to let you guys know though, for those who are Libra rising and Libra moon, in terms of your astrology, it is going to be in your second house. So to do with your career, your money, your finances, your assets, okay, like your personal assets and finances, this will be the area that it might impact you in, or it will impact you in. But anyway, let's see what's going on in the energy. All right, the tarot energy. Let's see for you guys. So the overall thing for you, Libra, is dream the world into being, especially if you feel like you've been slacking lately, okay? Because dissipating coming through kind of makes a little bit of sense. Some of you might be getting lost in like bad habits here or things, this card reminds me of the whole like, oh, one day I'll do it. Oh yeah, one day I'll have this. But it's really kind of calling for you to leave that mindset behind. It's not serving you, okay? And deep down, maybe you know that too. You want all these big things and you want to change something here, have better health, have more romance, have more happiness, okay? Have new ideas, but maybe you're not acting on it. And it's kind of just a reminder here. Get clear on what it is that you want if you haven't done it already. Kind of swap out any bad habits for better ones. This is a really good time to do that because it's almost like instead of watching TV, she could actually be visualizing her life, so it kind of feels like they're asking you to kind of swap some things around a little bit and leave behind anything that is just not serving you emotionally. What's interesting is you have exchanging gifts over here. So especially because it is in the area of your second house for the majority of you who might be listening. This does feel like you guys will be receiving a good exchange for your time and energy at this time. So whether this is a good job opportunity, it's an exchange. So your time, your energy, your efforts, maybe even your finances will kind of bring something back in return, like an exchange. So whether it's investments, you're putting money out there and, into a company and the company gives back to you, or, it could even be in terms of just working for somebody or having an opportunity out there. It's about two energies having an equal exchange. Great for career, but could also be just gifts in general from others at this time as well. Like your kindness, your giving nature will come back to you as well. There's something important with that. So you do have romance, celebration, and parties. So there could be a bit of romance coming through at this time. So make sure you do attend if that's something that you're desiring. The Ace of Wands can also really be like a little bit of a fling, a little bit of a spark going on in your love life as well. You have happiness coming through. Pay attention to your health at this time. Okay, that's very important for you. If there's anything that you wanted to do a little bit differently in terms of your health, then this is a really good time to not sit on that idea. This really overall is saying, do not sit on your ideas. Dream the world into being. Take action on it. The lizards are all about being adaptive, adapting to situations, being very quick at thinking on the spot and moving. Okay, they're very fast. So this is a really good time to take some fast action on ideas before the spark dies out. All right, Libra. You also have Dog Far Away, which says a distant friend is thinking of you. So there could be somebody who might pop up around this time, or you might bump into, who's been thinking about you. Maybe you've been thinking about them too. All right, but let's dive in a little bit more. You have the Wheel of Fortune here, which does again speak about things are changing in your life. The wheel is moving in your favor is what it feels like here. So expect the unexpected. This is also about luck, but we will dive in a little bit deeper to see what this is about. But things are changing when this card comes in. 9 of Wands suggests that maybe you are still a bit hurt about something, especially if this is to do with your health. Okay. That might be important for you guys, but the 9 of Wands is a wounded warrior. So maybe there is something that might still be causing you to be on guard, okay? But let's see, why is the 8 of Cups here for Libras? The Moon, so walking away from subconscious feelings and fears. The Moon is all about hidden things or hidden motives. So maybe if there is somebody who's causing confusion in your life, it's a really good time to walk away from it. You are deserving of a lot more than to be kind of dismissed or to be kind of like left with your own feelings and emotions is what it feels like for some of you out there, okay? The Moon is also about deep feelings. So for a lot of you, if your feelings have not been benefiting you and maybe have been causing you to feel a little bit more, dwelling in feelings and emotions, the Moon to me is like the shadow side. It's about things that are things we think about at night, deep things, right? It can also be a sense of conditioning. So things that might not be 100% true, because the Moon can be about like illusions. These could be subconscious fears, subconscious feelings. It's time to let this stuff go and to kind of shine a light on it and understand that maybe something is not serving you to feel a certain way or to think or fear in a certain way, okay? With that Moon energy. So it's time to walk away from any feelings that just are not helping you, or any things that are not helping your feelings. Ace of Wands. The Magician reverse, interesting, it jumped on top of dissipating. So this is telling me that you probably do want to manifest some things, but at the moment you don't feel like you have the tools, or you're not ready, or maybe one day, because we're clarifying the Ace of Wands, there is an opportunity that's here that you can either manifest and bring to life, or or already have around you. But the Magician in the reverse tells me that you're not being very focused right now, especially because it jumped on top of dissipating. You're distracted. So a really good way to turn this around is to, again, turn off the technology and to turn on your intuition, tap back into yourself. Ace of Wands, one more for that. There is a new passionate beginning, and one that will lead towards success. But again, let's take action on it. Let's dream the world into being. Let's visualize seeing yourself in a successful situation, whatever that looks like to you. Be different for everybody, whether it's financially, whether it's in your work life, gaining a lot of attention, recognition, fame, fortune, whatever it is, it's a card of success, coming out the war successfully, okay, a battle successfully. So for a lot of you at the moment, maybe you're not taking action on it, and that's why the Magician is reversed. You're not in a manifesting position. Okay, so this is a time to turn that around, okay, to take action on an idea. You might already have the idea. Right, the 9 of Wands, let's see, why is this here for Libra? The Ten of Pentacles reverse. That's interesting. So there might be a little bit of a subconscious thing that you have going on around money or abundance or family. Maybe at this time, maybe there's a little bit of an issue around family and temperance. So that does look like there is going to be some reconciliation or a balance or forgiveness in some way. Temperance is about understanding the moon and the sun, so opposing energies. You're looking at the things that are hidden and the things that are now in the spotlight. So things will be revealed to you. It's all about bringing harmony to a situation. Doesn't always mean that you have to let people in your life or build relationships with people who it's impossible to build relationships with, but it is about finding peace. You've been hurt by whatever this is, by finances, by money, by stability, by financial freedom in a way, maybe by thinking that people were loyal to you and they're not, or again, family, whatever it is. This is a card of stability and abundance. You've been hurt by whatever this is, okay? Instead of seeing this as a bad thing, okay, it's time to kind of reconcile with what's happened in your life so you can let the guard down and kind of get yourself back, turning this back around again, because everyone's deserving of an abundance, of a happy home, stable life, okay, and just really nice people around you. So whatever is blocking you from that is really good time to start focusing on healing and bringing some reconciliation into that. But again, not reconciliation, maybe that's a bad word for it, but forgiveness. That's about releasing resentment, okay? No longer feeling on guard, you have to protect yourself and bad things are going to happen. Where is that coming from? Let's walk away from that. Let's move away from it. Let's understand it and try to replace it with something else. All right. Then you have the Wheel of Fortune. So things are changing. Let's see what this is about. The Seven of Wands reverse and a Ten of Cups. That's interesting. You're entering a period of your life, a season of your life, okay, because that wheel is changing, okay? Whatever you've been in currently is no longer. Something new is coming in, a new energy. It's one of pure happiness, one of community, okay? The Seven of Wands does say that you no longer have to fight anymore for happiness. Okay, so whatever has been blocking you from that, maybe it is about letting your guard down, maybe it is about no longer resisting community or happiness, whatever it is, you no longer have to fight for this, which I think is a really beautiful message actually. In this next chapter, you don't have to fight for happiness. I love that. I think that's really amazing. Okay, great, amazing card, Ten of Cups, all about happiness and the happily ever after, you know. So again, that's all the messages I have for you. It's a quick fire reading. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm going to move over to Scorpio. So I will see you guys next time. All right. Hello Scorpio, so this is the spread that we have going on for you guys for this new moon in your sign. So especially for those who are Scorpio rising and Scorpio moon, this is really going to be about your identity, you know, how you view the world and how the world views you. This could be about your appearance. Because it's a new moon, it represents new energies. So you could be bringing new energies into this area of your life to do with yourself. Okay, what else do I have to say about it? Yeah, I mean, the Scorpio, you are very familiar with Scorpio energy. It's all about transformation and intensity. So whatever area of your life this will impact you in, your identity is going to be quite intense. So anyway, let's dive a little bit deeper into this in terms of the tarot, because I'm not going to go into the astrology because I'm not an astrologer, unfortunately. But we're going to dive into what the tarot is saying for you guys as well. All right. So the overall energy, I wanted to get an animal spirit card for everybody as like the overall energy. And you have the rhino, which kind of makes so much sense. It says overcome any obstacle. This makes a lot of sense for this to be about your identity, because for a lot of you, you are breaking through anything that has been holding you back or holding you down. Anything that's been a blockage or an obstacle in your life, you are really kind of recognizing your ability to break through anything that's trying to prevent you from getting to a certain goal. Okay, so I'm seeing you as the rhino, which is interesting because literally it's something that's built in you, Scorpio, these horns. That is your kind of secret weapon. So whatever they mean by that, of course, that seems very metaphorical, but it's kind of saying that you have the tools already to break through and to overcome anything. Okay, I can see with the Five of Cups that there's a bit of disappointment going on at the moment, and of course you have the Death card here, which is your energy. So we're gonna go in a little bit and see individually what's going on. So the Queen of Wands actually came up a bit reversed. So that would tell me that you guys might be facing a little bit of confidence issues, but I feel like that's going to be changing anyway. Maybe you've been feeling a bit, a lack of creativity in your life lately. Feeling like, writer's block and stuff like that. Feeling not yourself, not strong, not confident, lacking ideas, being a bit more pessimistic. That's going to be changing, okay? So that's something that's important. Of course, it requires effort because Five of Cups says your perspective and your perception is very important to turn the tables here. If we're focusing only on things that have spilled and everything that's gone wrong in our life, the things that are outside of our control, then of course we're going to be going down a cycle here. When you focus on what you still have left and the solutions and, what you can do with what you've got, then that's where things start to change, especially with the Wheel of Fortune here, which is all about things changing, especially with the Death card. So there's going to be a lot of fated things that are going on around you at this time. So I'll be interested to see what that is about. But Queen of Wands, a really good time for you guys to gain more confidence again. The Queen of Wands is really good for your appearance as well, which makes sense with it being in your sign, Scorpio. So some of you could be changing your appearance, building up on your confidence, whether you're doing your hair differently, whether you're doing your outfits differently, whether you're just showing up as your true authentic self, being unique, not giving a crap what people have to say about you, then this is an amazing energy. But we are going to dive into that a bit deeper and clarify. So you have faith coming through here as well. So Spirit is really calling for you to understand that not all blockages are the same. What you see as a blockage right now is actually going to be something that might be able to help you moving forward. So whatever that is for you, we'll see. This is also calling for you to have faith, not only in your spirit guides and the spiritual helpers that are out there with you, but also in your abilities as well. You have all the tools already within you. As long as you have faith, all right, you can overcome everything. You have serendipity coming through as well, which actually says that around this time you could end up having a very lucky opportunity coming your way. This is always a card for me that speaks of free will. I always say that she has this 4-leaf clover that's coming in her way, and if we know 4-leaf clover is about luck, but it's up to her whether she takes it or not. If she allows the fear of, I don't know where it's going to take me, it's leading me to the unknown, or I'm not sure, then of course she won't jump and grab it, okay? Or she'll let go too quickly. So for a lot of you, it really feels like you're being called to trust in yourself and to trust where the universe is guiding you, to have faith, okay? Because things are changing, and this could even be an opportunity of wealth, by the way, because you have wealth here, so your money will be increasing. You do have fair man over here, which says dealings or relationship with a man with blonde, gray, or white hair, or that could be you. You have shark over here, which says take care, or there'll be a loss of material wealth, but it did come out with a camel, which says persevere and you will overcome problems. So when it comes down to finances and money, and maybe opportunities of that matter, it's really important to be careful. Do not just trust things at face value, which you're a Scorpio, you are naturally skeptic. But also make sure that you are persevering and moving forward. So not a good time to give up, but it's a good time to be careful, cautious, and keep taking one step at a time, okay? Then you have Diamond over here, which says you'll be receiving or giving a precious gift. Now, it is your season now, Scorpio, so it makes a lot of sense that maybe you'll be receiving something around this time. So Death card being about transformation, all right, and things changing. Let's dive in a little bit deeper into these tarot cards and messages for you guys. So let's start with the Queen of Wands for Scorpio. The Moon in reverse. Now, interesting, it traveled all the way towards wealth. You guys are breaking any kind of subconscious fears or deep feelings, limited feelings when it comes down to maybe wealth. Maybe you've had a lot of money blocks. This is changing, okay? Especially if you grew up with a lot of difficulty or watching a lot of difficulty with finances or money or careers and stuff like that. That's all changing. The Moon represents things that are hidden, subconscious fears, deep emotions. This is kind of saying that you are recognizing the ins and outs at this time. So truths are being revealed. Any internal insights are also being revealed as well about maybe things that have been holding you back or making you feel a lack of confidence about what you're able to achieve. Let's get one more for the Queen of Wands. The Six of Wands. So definitely your time to shine bright. I'm hearing above competition. So if you feel like you're in competition with anybody at this time, if it's in terms of your work, if it's in terms of just in general, the Queen of Wands always stands out. Okay, she's passionate, she's creative, she's optimistic, she just has beautiful charisma, and that is you guys. Okay, because of this Six of Wands, because of whatever you are coming to terms with, the truth of, breaking any illusions off. The Six of Wands comes through as you gaining victory over any lies, any deception, any illusions, okay, any limitations. You're gaining a lot of victory over this at this time and shining bright. A really good time to gain attention, recognition by being your true authentic self and figuring out what even that looks like. All right, so really amazing energy, all about victory coming through for you guys, which is great. The Five of Cups being here, why is this here for Scorpio at this time? The Five of Swords, okay, so again focusing a bit on defeat, but you have the Ten of Cups here as well, so there is that bittersweet energy of pay attention to what you're paying attention to. If you want the Ten of Cups, if you want happiness, we need to stop focusing on feelings of being defeated, okay? I know that it's hard, okay, and it's okay to grieve situations where you feel like you've lost out in some way, or feel regret or remorse. I wish I never trusted that person. I wish I never did that. Maybe if I spent my time doing this, I'd be here already. Whatever it is that you're focusing on, Five of Swords says to let that go. All right, sometimes we have to accept defeat in a situation, in a battle, in order to win the war. So if this is about, your happiness, you can still have the Ten of Cups. It's not impossible. It's not out of your reach at all. But what matters the most is what you're paying attention to. Okay, you got to start to feel grateful for the things you do have left despite the defeat that you faced. Okay, it's about focusing on understanding that the sun will always shine. Okay, after the night, after the darkness, after the rain, the sun is kind of the default. It's always going to be there. So happiness is there if you are looking for it. Okay, that's a perspective shift. The Wheel of Fortune, why is this here for Scorpio? Beautiful. Look at this. You're entering a season of your life where there's going to be a lot of wealth. Absolutely. Ace of Pentacles and a Nine of Pentacles. Some of you might take a leap of faith into doing your own thing, whether it's your own career or, achieving financial freedom in whatever way. The Ace of Pentacles represents a new beginning when it comes down to stability, maybe a financial opportunity, okay? But it's new. It's a new beginning, okay? The Fool is also about taking a leap of faith. All right, so serendipity here definitely feels like an opportunity opens up, or you open up an opportunity for yourself to gain a financial freedom, independence. Okay, as well with the Nine of Pentacles here, tending to your garden as well is something that's been coming through with the Nine of Pentacles. So when you tend to what you've got, all right, and maybe invest a little bit in something here, whether it's your health, your wealth, your well-being, taking that leap of faith here, it's absolutely going to change your fortune for you. So I'm seeing a lot of wealth in your near future here. Now let's look at the Death card, because that's an interesting one. Why is the Death card here for Scorpio? Ace of Swords, so some sort of truth is igniting transformation here. Eight of Swords, this is about you breaking free from certain situation or a feeling of being stuck and trapped. Maybe if it's to do with that Five of Cups, because it's here again. If it's against disappointment, you've been feeling low lately, again, lack of confidence, some sort of truth, maybe information is going to set you free from feeling like you've been stuck. I always say with the Eight of Swords, look at the card. In her reflection of herself, how she sees herself is stuck, is bounded, it's helpless. All right, there's no way out. But in her reality, it's not the case. So pay attention to how you're viewing situations, because it will make you feel like you cannot take any action. But that's not the truth, okay? The truth is being revealed here, and it's freeing you from any mental obstacles and fears or situations that, again, make you feel overwhelmed. And the Death card coming through is saying that nothing will be the same again once you realize something or gain some sort of understanding. So again, it could be information coming away, it could be an opportunity, it could just be an inner insight coming through, but it is going to create huge transformation here, moving you forward into a stronger sense of self. All right, my angels. So that's what I have for you. I wish you guys all the best. Thank you so much for being here. I'm going to move over to the lovely Sagittarians now, but I hope you guys enjoyed the reading, and I will see you guys next time. All right. Hello, Sagittarius. You guys have an incredible bunch of cards, so let's dive into it. I was going to say something. So for you guys, the area in your astrology, if you're a Sagittarius rising or Sagittarius moon, this will be in your 12th house, which I'm sure, correct me if I'm wrong, is about your subconscious mind. So pay attention to your dreams, your intuition. All right, what is it trying to tell you? It's a really good time to dive deep into potentially what blockages are going on within you in your subconscious mind. These are things that you've been conditioned to believe. I'm sure that also the 12th house is like hidden enemies and stuff like that as well. So just pay attention to this area of your life, because Scorpio energy is all about transformation and intensity, so that's going to be coming through for you guys in that area. But also it's a new moon, so new energies are coming through, new transformational intense energies coming through in that area of your life. But I'm not an astrologer, so let's dive into the tarot and see what's going on here. So your immediate card here is the Panther Spirit. Okay, this is the ultimate energy that's going on around you, and this says reclaim your power. This new moon in Scorpio is really going to call you to reclaim your power. And because you have gossip here, and it does feel like there's a little bit of weirdness going on around you. When I was doing this, pulling these cards out for you, I felt like I saw a visual of someone putting their foot in their mouth. So, and that is like a phrase, at least in the UK, about like maybe somebody stumbling up on their words here, or maybe somebody says something and you walk in the room and you hear it. Like it feels like you're going to catch somebody gossiping or saying something, or maybe you're going to prove somebody wrong, and that can also be about reclaiming your power. Like, yeah, anyway, I don't know what that means, so let me know what you guys think about that. But yeah, there could be gossip around you. It's not the first time we've seen that in your readings lately, Sagittarius, so just pay attention to it. This is not about proving them wrong per se, it's about proving yourself right. That's what it feels like. So we're not doing things to appease to others. You're doing it because you want to do it. Because in this gossip card, this lady loves green so much. It makes her happy, makes her heart sing. This is the heart chakra as well. So she paints a house green in that background. She wears green clothes. She loves it. She uses it all the time. But people are always going to judge those who are happy, especially when they're unhappy. So if people are judging you and judging what makes your heart sing and judging what you love, just know that these people are miserable in their life. Okay, just know that. So this is a time to reclaim your power. Okay, to sit in your own energy and to feel confident in that. Okay, you have deep knowing going on over here as well, so this is a good time to pay attention to your intuition and to take action on it. I always say the moon is in the background, and this is kind of a reddish planet air or a rock, whatever, so it kind of reminds me of the planet Mars, which is all about action and forcefulness and anger in a way. So maybe for you guys it's about, again, using gossip or external influences as a force to push yourself and to take action on something that you know you need to do. Okay, because it actually is going to pay off for you because you have a deep knowing about this. All of these cards down here are incredible. Four of Wands, wish fulfillment, 1111. It's a celebration of some kind, reaching a milestone. All right, the Chariot is about chasing your dreams and chasing your goals and moving forward with determination and balance here. It's a very beautiful energy. Page of Wands could also be about that gossip, but it does look like there is some good news coming through as well. And a Ten of Pentacles. This is stability in the home space. This is abundance, financial freedom. This is this financial stability in your life as well, the legacy, which is interesting because you have money or property through an inheritance, winning or windfall. So for some of you, you could be getting blessed with some financial opportunity here, or maybe receiving some kind of money at this time. All right, you do have family sorrow as well, so maybe this is an inheritance for some of you. With that being said here, or maybe there is something going on separately within the family, so just be mindful of that. You have a marriage will take place, either romantic or business, so you have a ring over here and you have dog barking over here. So advice from a friend are all going to be important. So let's dive into the messages here for Sagittarius. Please Spirit, the Four of Wands, what is this? This actually is an engagement, so maybe something you guys might be experiencing here. Let's see, Four of Wands. The Six of Swords. Do you see how it came with the Chariot here? Six of Swords reverse. Usually it's a card of moving forward, moving towards calmer waters, a journey of some kind. Ace of Pentacles. Maybe something happens that means that you don't have to make some kind of big move in order to get some sort of stable new beginning. Why is the Six of Swords reversed? Nine of Wands, kind of putting your foot down here. The Knight of Wands and the Knight of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles is always about progress, especially financially, which we're seeing here in terms of your work or in terms of personal progress. The Knight of Wands feels like you defending yourself equals some sort of financial improvement or opportunity comes your way. You put your foot down here. This is interesting, because I do see you moving forward, but it's like maybe on an energetic level, like you stayed grounded whilst a new opportunity arose here. Like you protected your energy, like you stayed on guard. That's what it feels like, which is interesting. Ace of Pentacles, a new opportunity opens up for you here, and this is about you reaching some sort of milestone or goal here. All right, for a lot of you, maybe this is about a relationship, for example. Maybe you have faced a lot of difficulty, but instead of running away from it, maybe you fixed it here. All right, but either way, Four of Wands is a really good, really good card of wish fulfillment, okay, of reaching a milestone, like we said. The Chariot, why is this here for Sagittarius? Some really good news coming away. The Page of Cups is all about emotional news coming away here. So maybe there is news about travel or news about you moving forward here. Maybe this is just you balancing your feelings internally. No, it's definitely news. Ace of Swords. Expect communication is going to help you move forward very quickly in a very balanced way. What is this about? It's going to help you move towards your goals though. Yeah, Seven of Pentacles. It feels like it's about your progress, which is interesting. Seven of Pentacles is about something that you've been working on for a while. Okay, that's like Ace of Swords, new beginning, a new victorious new beginning. Seven of Pentacles, maybe it's a work opportunity here. Maybe it's like something that you've been working on is finally paying off for you. That's some good news that you're getting, because now you have the rights to move forward and to achieve some sort of dream or goal in a balanced way. That Six of Swords is not a balanced movement. It's necessary though, because they're moving themselves away from chaos. It feels like something about this, you put your foot down, that's you reclaiming your power, and now you get some sort of opportunity or good news that's going to help you move forward with that Chariot in a balanced way. It's a major arcana card, so it's much more stronger energy. It's a much more stronger energy than the Six of Swords. So that's interesting. Maybe you delayed something and now it's the perfect timing for it. Right, Page of Wands for Sagittarius. The Empress, beautiful. There could be news of pregnancy at this time. Super random. Maybe you're getting dreams about it. The Empress, this can also be about a mother figure as well. There could be some news about that, or this could be a mother figure in spirit. Let's see what else. Page of Wands. This is also about people recognizing your worth, your value. As an Empress, it's about being unconditionally loving. It wouldn't surprise me if like children were drawn towards you. Yeah. Ten of Pentacles is some sort of good news in the family or within yourself. Also about abundance too. So you guys are getting, because you're starting to believe in your ability to have an abundance, it feels like it's coming in for you guys. You guys could hear some advice from a friend that's going to lead you towards some sort of financial opportunity. I know I'm speaking about finances a lot for you, but it feels like abundance. It's like abundance, it's stability, it's all that good stuff. So it is really good energy. Empress, she knows what she is worth. She doesn't come down from the throne for anybody, not even gossip. You know, she's not letting anybody affect her power, okay, and not convincing her otherwise of her power. And because of that, I do feel like you're getting really good news about financial opportunities, and just maybe good news in the family as well. It will resonate with everybody differently. But the Empress as well is about building something. So whatever you guys are building at this time, if you are, there is going to be some good news about it. Maybe it's something that makes you feel more creative or childlike. It's something that you enjoy. And the Ten of Pentacles, this could actually lead towards a lot of stability, or it could be a passion turned into, you know, financial opportunity as well. But regardless, very stable, very loving, very abundant energy coming through. And the Page of Wands again could be a messenger of that, that's what you're receiving. All right, the Ten of Pentacles is again a card of abundance. Interesting. Seven of Swords here came on top of this over here. Why is the Seven of Swords with the Ten of Pentacles? Seven of Swords is like a sneaky energy. Yeah, there is somebody here who could definitely be watching your abundance. I'd say if you already know who this is, be very mindful of who is wanting in on what you've got now that you're finding success. Pay attention to that. People could be watching, people who have second intention, people who might want to sabotage that. Three of Pentacles, the Devil energy as well. Who is this? Who is this energy? Three of Pentacles, Ten of Pentacles. Now, Three of Pentacles is good, right? It's a card about collaboration. It's about building with others. It's about a plan, okay? It's about planning and working towards something. So Ten of Pentacles, Three of Pentacles is great for you. Really focusing on your financial future, you know, and your stability, your abundance in life, whatever that means to you. The Devil can represent material wealth. The Seven of Swords, the Page of Swords there with the Devil, it kind of feels like be careful of who you let into your wins. That's what it feels like, especially if you're receiving some kind of money in some way. There could be somebody around you who feels like they're deserving of it. The Page of Swords is somebody who's triggered of you, jealous of you. You have gossip here as well. So people might be speaking about what you're winning. Don't let it get to your head though. or what you're building on, you know, because the Seven of Swords here, this is things that have been done in the dark. So if you have any fake accounts watching you, don't be surprised. Whoever this is the devil. Could be Capricorn, but it just feels like it's not a good vibe coming through with this energy. Okay, could be something to do with that. I don't know. 10 of Pentacles, one more for this. The Hanged Man reverse, that tells me you already know what that is. The Hanged Man reverse is choosing not to take action on something. The Wheel of Fortune, that's about luck and fortune. So maybe that's what's happening here. Instead of like feeding in to old past situations or gossip and low vibrational energy, you're naturally allowing the wheel to turn. Whereas in the past, again, maybe you did fall into that trap and that may have blocked you from some sort of abundance. Here it feels like you choosing to do nothing is the right choice when it comes down to sneakiness, triggered energy, immature energy around you. That was a right choice because now the wheel is turning. It feels like this is something you've done differently. That's what's changed. You've gained enlightenment from a situation about doing nothing about something. All right, my angels. That's what I got for you. Very quick reading for you guys, I hope. But I wish you guys all the best and a lot of luck coming your way as well. By the way, don't let that bring you down. There's a lot of good energy coming up for you guys. But anyway, I'm going to move over to Capricorn. I love you guys. Wish you all the best. Let me know how this reading was for you. And I hope to see you guys in the next one. All right. Hello Capricorn, so these are all the cards that have come out for you guys. We will talk about them. Just to let you guys know, new moons are all about new energies and bringing new energies into your life. It's also in Scorpio, which is all about transformation and intensity. So this is going to be quite an intense new energy that you guys are bringing in. Now, Scorpio is in your 11th house for those of you who are Capricorn risings and moon. All right, but the tarot will still apply for those of you who are Capricorn sun, so don't worry, don't panic. But for those of you in astrology, this will be in your 11th house. That's about your social circles, your hopes, your dreams. It's your future goals, all right, and success. So that's the area of the life. That's the area of your life, Capricorn, where it might be showing up in terms of your astrology. Okay, but let's dive into your tarot and see what else we're seeing here. So in the middle of this, right, your overall energy is the koi fish, which says there is always enough. So that might be something that spirit is really trying to teach you at this time. Maybe you're seeing other people's success or other people having certain things here. Maybe you're feeling that is taking away from your success or your dreams or your goals. There is always enough out there. Just remember that, okay? This koi fish is all about abundance, so you can have that too. All right. Now we have over here a new job and new career. So some of you could be finding yourself in a new environment when it comes down to your work life. You do have a kangaroo, which says unsettled times, need to plan ahead. So maybe some of you may have been through a difficult situation in terms of your job or maybe your home, whatever it is. It's a temporary situation, but you do need to plan ahead. Okay. Then you have older woman, which says dealings or relationship with an older woman. Okay. That could be important for you around this time. Maybe it's somebody who can help give you some advice. Maybe you are the older woman, whatever it is in this case, take it however it applies to you. Something that's important for you guys is soulmates. And again, the 11th house, for those who resonate with that, it could be about your social circle, all right, being important for you as well. To Be Fair comes in that says that this is a really good time for a life review for you guys to figure out what is for you and what is not. What's interesting is I can see there's a bit of a battle going on here. 5 of Wands is conflict and competition. This is immaturity. This can be inside you or it could be outside of you. All right, just pay attention. If because this is in your 11th house, this could really be about the community or the social circle that you have at the moment. It could be a bit of immaturity here, feeling a bit wounded maybe from some conflicts that have happened in terms of your friendships and stuff like that, your soulmates in your life. So this can be an area of your life where you are trying to get some stability in. But of course, the To Be Fair card is about looking at things in a balanced way. It's almost like the Justice card. So bringing balance to a situation by looking at it with not a biased point of view. All right, not what we want and not what we want to have in our life. It's about what is balancing our life and what is taking from it, what is causing an imbalance and what is causing conflict. So because you have the Two of Pentacles here as well, really is about making really practical decisions at this time. You guys could be balancing 2 jobs or two different streams of income, or just really trying to bring something into balance at this time. But let's dive a little bit deeper into this. You are being called to trust your intuition and your instincts when it comes down to making decisions here. All right, let's see. 2 of Pentacles being here. for Capricorn. The Chariot tried to come out here. 2 of Pentacles. The Chariot came out again, so it really wants to come through. You guys could be making, this is good for some of you when it comes down to maybe your work life or your financial life, where you really are juggling a lot of things and multitasking, and this is helping you move forward. All right, because the Chariot is all about balance. There are 2 horses here, and they are black and white for a reason, because they represent opposite energies coming together with the same focus. Okay, so for some of you, I feel like it's about getting clear on a goal, all right, and moving forward towards it with determination and balance. Okay, the understanding that not everything is going to be easy up ahead. All right, you might find some temporary situations and unsettled times, but that's the positive thing, is there are 2 sides of everybody, your shadow side, your light side, that's able to adapt to situations ahead of you. Okay, let's see a little bit more. Anyway, you're driving towards some sort of goal here. 2 of Pentacles for Capricorn here. Queen of Wands, calling for you to have confidence in yourself and your ideas. This feels nice. I feel like you're going on a really good adventure, even if it is about achieving a goal of some sort. Oh my God, I can't speak. Some sort. Queen of Wands is trusting in your ability to adapt to situations, to have confidence in yourself, to not be afraid of the spotlight where necessary. Some of you need to speak up for yourself and your dreams and your goals. This is all about ambition and confidence and positivity. So that looks really, really good in that area of your life here as well, especially in terms of your career. It feels like you're shining bright. You're gaining the spotlight here. Right, let's look at the 9 of Wands. This is the wounded warrior. So some of you could be hurt over something here. Again, it could be about soulmates. It looks like she's looking at the soulmate card in a panicked or worried way. 9 of Wands for Capricorn. The Knight of Pentacles. What's a wounded warrior here for? The 4 of Cups reversed. Interesting. 4 of Cups in the upright usually is about feeling bored or feeling jaded with how things are, with what's being offered to you. Okay, in this case, I think that you are kind of ready to go. Maybe there is some movement happening for you guys, or you're ready to learn. Like, it feels like you're on edge. Okay, I do feel like you are still hurt from a situation, maybe in your career, maybe in your finances, maybe in your soulmate connections, friendship, social circle, but it feels like you are not just going to accept defeat in a situation or just kind of sit out. It feels like you're ready to go into the next thing. And I feel like that's your progress. I do feel like you're learning about boundaries, by the way. Okay, let's get one more. We have the Justice card here as well. So I feel like this is really teaching you a lot about boundaries and what you should pay attention to, and what should be in your life and what's not in your life. One more for the 9 of Wands. Yeah, you guys have definitely dealt with some not very good energies. The 7 of Swords and the Hierophant. This is what you are a bit skeptical about when it comes down to commitments. Maybe it is about, this new job or new career, that you're a bit worried that somebody doesn't have your best interest in mind. Okay. If that's the case, again, you will be moving forward away from this anyway, so wouldn't worry about that. There is always enough. Just remember that. But this can also be about you're worried about something that promises commitment might not actually be super truthful. Okay. You also have the Knight of Wands here as well. So for some of you, I do feel like they're calling for you to have a bit more fun and to let loose a little bit. Trust in your gut instincts, because as we said here with the to be fair, you will know what's for you and what's not for you. Never settle for anything. Again, place your boundaries where necessary, but don't let that stop you from having fun and committing. Okay, because the Hierophant is all about, this is where we learn and where we grow and where we ascend to higher levels. Okay, so don't be afraid of movement, which I'm sure you're not already. Have fun, experience life. Don't be worried about what's hiding in the shadows here, because that will be revealed to you. It's a really good time to get rid of people though in your life who you already know are not for you. Okay, don't keep them around for the sake of it. Really good time to cut ties with certain people. Okay, the 5 of Wands being here about conflict, the Devil coming up here on top of soulmate. It's a good time to cut ties with again, immature friendships, immature people around you, because the Devil is here. And you have the Strength card too, which is beautiful. You are cutting ties from this energy. They're almost saying this is like a congratulations, because the Devil energy can be manipulative. Okay, it can be tempting. All right, but the Strength card is saying that you are kind of rising above conflict at the moment, which is good. All right, cutting ties with that Devil energy as well, which is awesome too, and rising above competition for a lot of you as well. And the Six of Pentacles, great. Now you're moving towards a lot more mutual energy, giving and receiving. So this does look like you'll be getting some sort of promotion or bonus recognition for your hard work. Again, if you are trying to be competitive with others, this is you winning over competition. It does look like you're being given something here, which is great. You didn't let the devil kind of get to you, which is also really good too with that energy. Strength and the Six of Pentacles. Yeah, there is always enough. Where it looks like there is a challenge, it feels like you're persevering and succeeding over it. All right. And this is the unsettled times and the temporary situation. Again, you're kind of, you are planning ahead, focusing on your routine. And again, to be fair, the life review here, you're focusing on what you are giving your time and energy to and what comes back to you. Equally, but really good for finances, by the way, because Eight of Pentacles is here in your work life. The High Priestess, why is she here? The Ten of Cups, follow your gut instincts and it's going to lead you towards happiness. All right, some of you know deep down already what is for you and what's not for you. And justice, absolutely. Things are balanced now, which is great. They were not, and maybe you're still fixing it, but the Justice card is really good for, legal situations and contracts. You could be signing a contract in secret that's going to give you a lot of happiness here. Or again, you're just trusting your gut instincts to bring in karma into your life, and that karma is your happiness at the end of the day. Okay, that means justice. And again, with the to be fair, trust in your instincts about what is for you and not for you, because it's going to be very clear at this moment of time. All right, my angels, so that's what I have for you. I love you guys. I wish you all the best. Just a very quick reading for everybody. So I will see you guys in the next one. All right, bye everyone. Hello, Aquarius. Right, you guys have a very interesting spread indeed. So let's dive into it. Before we do, new moon is all about new energies, I'm trying to say to everybody, and it's in the sign of Scorpio, which is all about transformation and intensity. Okay, so that's the energy that's going through for everybody. But for you guys, Aquarius, this is going to be happening in your 10th house, which can be all about your reputation. All right, it can be great for your reputation in terms of your career, your work life, that kind of stuff. Your success when it comes down to your work and your achievements. It can also be about a masculine energy as well, because usually the 10th house is like the father, so that could be something important for you guys anyway. But I'm not an astrologer, just to give you guys some heads up in that realm. But let's dive into the tarot and see what's going on for you, because your overall energy, Sagittarius had this, is reclaim your power, right? With the Panther spirit, is very, very intense. Actually, the way that it's just looking is very intense as well. So kind of a good energy coming through with this, where you are standing up for yourself, okay, where you're really kind of building a strong foundation for yourself too, because number 4 is all about foundations and your foundations, your stability, right? Something that you're focusing on. Now, interestingly enough, in the tarot cards, it does look like this is a lot to do with your relationships around you, which is interesting, because you have over here a two-faced friend. All right, some of you may have just recently or might at the moment be exposing somebody who just doesn't have your good intentions in mind, somebody who's a bit two-faced. You have Rooster. This says, an arrogant, boastful person you should not cross. Sorry about that. The camera came cut off. So an arrogant, boastful person you should not cross. Okay, this is a loudmouth. When we have a rooster, they're very loud. Okay, could be an Aries. No offense to them out there, but they're known stereotypically to be quite loud. But anyway, you have the Seahorse, which says family matters. So there could be some family matters coming up around this time. And you have Dagger, which says fear, worries, and tense situations. Okay, my angels. There is an energy of guilt going on. I'm not sure exactly just yet if this is to do with you or somebody else feeling a little bit guilty, or maybe you're feeling guilty for trusting somebody here. But the good news is, because you have reclaimed your power, I feel like that's where the transformation is. Like, you're no longer feeling guilty for giving or overly giving to others. Like, I think a very important lesson you guys are learning at the moment is understanding how to not blame yourself when it comes down to dynamics with people, especially if it's family. That can be quite tough. Maybe you blamed yourself in the past, feeling like you had to fix them or you had to do something or whatever, and it just feels like you're releasing that, energy, because a lot of this is to do with loyal hearts, right? We have a lot of love coming through here, and a lot to do with people around you. So I feel like you're really kind of connecting to people who have your best interests in mind. So loyal hearts can be good for love, okay, or just really understanding who's got your back. Okay, that's always the thing I say with this. Okay, Ace of Cups is about love. Okay, this is also about self-love needed first and to give only from the excess, especially again if you have given so much to people before and it's drained you. All right, this is a time where you're reclaiming your power, you're learning and understanding how to give love correctly. That's really sad, isn't it? But it's just life, you know, because not everyone's gonna have your best interest. People will take and take and take and never give in return and still blame you for not giving more to them. You know, that's just, unfortunately, some people are like that, and maybe you've had situations like that before. So this is a time where you're reclaiming your power back and you're understanding a bit better about what love really looks like with that Ace of Cups here. So starting from yourself, take some time out for you around this time with the Ace of Cups to really fill up your own cup first and to give from the excess. It's also really good for meeting somebody new, by the way, in terms of love and relationships. If you're already with somebody, then this is true love. All right. Temperance comes through as a sign of creating balance and harmony this week. So that's important, even if there is chaos around you. I know we can't wait for chaos to subside in order to reclaim our power, right? The part of reclaiming your power is where you feel like your power has been lost. You're taking it back from anything that's taken it from you. So very, very powerful, very Scorpio energy, to be honest. But you're doing it from an angelic sense. Like, so don't feel like you're being evil, because you're not, but it almost feels like you're accepting that sometimes you're just going to be the villain in somebody else's story. You know, that's what it feels like, because we have an angel here. We also have the angel up here with the halo. So I kind of want to just remind you that what you're doing is not wrong, whatever it is. Take that however it resonates to you. Like, you're doing things to create harmony in your life. All right. You have the Star card, all about your dreams, goals, vulnerabilities. Okay, so this is a really great card for healing some things, for really becoming a lot more open and vulnerable, kind of going to the root of the issues. It's a good time that you guys will be probably giving back as well to the universe, to yourself, to the world around you, to the good around you. And it's also a really good card for achieving wish fulfillment, your hopes and your dreams. You also have the Strength card here as well. So if you do have somebody around you romantically, this is a beautiful connection, I must say, for some of you out there, okay? Because this represents like a rock in your life. This is about two opposing energies, all right, who come together out of love, who are able to teach each other about their differences. You know, so the lion and the maiden teach each other about different versions of strength. There's strength in vulnerability, and there's strength in, you know, reclaiming your power and being fierce, right? Two of them have very different strengths, but strengths nonetheless, right? None of them, no one is more powerful than the other. No one's better than the other. They're different and they're powerful within those differences, okay? So it's good for those of you who have a relationship here. This is a very good connection. For those of you who resonate with that anyway, right? The Ace of Cups for Aquarius this week. At this time with the new moon. The Star card. So this can be a wish fulfillment here. Really, really good for healing. All right. Again, giving to yourself and understanding what true love looks like, and giving that to yourself is a part of your healing. The Ace of Cups, by the way, in any ace is a brand new beginning. All right. It's a new emotional experience. So for some of you, you're gaining something that you've been wishing for, whether it's love, true love, whether it's just finally healing something. All right. Filling back up your own cup here. This is beautiful energy. Let's get one more. The King of Pentacles. For some of you, this is really about you being stable within oneself, but definitely for a lot of you, it's finding a very loyal partner. Okay, that's for a lot of you out there. Okay, King of Pentacles could be wealthy, but ultimately it's really about stability. Somebody who could be a bit older than you, by the way, with a lot of wisdom. All right, I think that's going to be very, very nice. Somebody who treats you very well. Okay, but again, if it's not external, it's internal. You'll be treating yourself very well. You'll be very stable within yourself. That's your wish fulfillment, especially financially. Right, Temperance coming through, about balance and harmony. What is this about? It's also a card of patience. Four of Pentacles, interesting. The Five of Pentacles. Let's get one more. 10 of Wands. So in order to bring something into balance, all right, and to forgive maybe even as well, we do have to understand how to let go as well, which can be hard. And mostly it's letting go of difficult feelings, you know. Sometimes we feel like we have to hold on to it because, you know, because somebody can't get away with something here. But Four of Pentacles, Five of Pentacles, holding back is hurting you. Holding on is hurting you. So Temperance is about understanding how to create harmony in a situation like this. Okay, maybe even financially, maybe that's something that you're trying to be patient about and work towards, is building up your finances as well, your stability. That's what the Pentacles can represent here. 10 of Wands says that you're coming to an end of a very difficult journey and chapter where things have been exhausting for you. Maybe you've been overworked or had so many responsibilities. So maybe this is a good time to take some time out again to rest and heal. Seems to be a very big message for you guys. But to kind of maybe heal and change maybe a scarce mindset that you have accidentally adopted once you have been through with everything you've been through. 4 of Pentacles is like a fear of opening up. 5 of Pentacles is feeling left out and abandoned in life, maybe feeling like you don't have great people around you, you don't have safety, you know, that kind of stuff here. But letting that go is going to help you balance and heal yourself, and also open the doors to somebody new. Reclaim your power back. There is a key there, all right, that she can open that door and open opportunities for herself, but you're a bit scared about the unknown. Granted, you've been through a lot, all right, but it's time to put that chapter to an end. All right, so bring harmony to a situation, even if it's just internally. The Star card for Aquarius. Now, it is your card. How can I forget? Hanged Man. Looking at things from a different perspective is going to bring in some healing. The Knight of Swords. All right, the Page of Wands. Yeah, I don't like the energies that are around you. But I feel like that just jumping on top of that King of Pentacles is like, it feels like somebody is your safety, or somebody will be. Of course, we can't rely on others to be that, okay? But it just feels like it's necessary, because it feels like it's protecting you from this negative energy, like a two-faced friend, an arrogant person. It feels like there's two, or it's one who's gossiping or whatever. The Knight of Swords and Page of Wands. If it's somebody outside of yourself, it just feels like people who are not happy with you healing. Like people are a bit jealous here. Aquarius, for those who resonate with that. All right, but again, looking at this from a different lens, making sure that you are still open and vulnerable to yourself, and you know, focusing on your wish fulfillment is also important here. Trusting in your intuition is important. But the Knight of Swords and a Page of Wands, when it comes down to you, is really about focusing on making some movement. I feel like that's what you're visualizing here, is when you are able to be free and to move forward and to heal, then you are going to be super determined and tap back into some creative endeavors as well, which feels quite nice. Make sure you plan for it. All right, because again, if you cannot move, there's something else we can do, and that can sometimes be observe. Tapping into your intuition and diving deep into your feelings and healing, very important. Okay, just be careful of some people around you. Right, the Strength card for Aquarius. 2 of Wands, looking into your future. It's going to be a lot more stable, trust me. 8 of Wands, you're moving in the right direction as well. 8 of Wands represents communication and opportunities coming away, as well as the fact that life is speeding up. Financially, I see you getting in a better position, by the way. All right. Being in a strong, stable position as well, which is really important. So this is a really good time to focus on where you want to go next, because the seasons will change for you. Wheel of Fortune is all about luck when it's paired with the 8 of Wands and the 2 of Wands, and the Strength card is very, very good energy. Very, very good energy for you. Okay, so good time to visualize and think about your future and your goals, which makes sense again with the astrology too. Alrighty. My angels, so that is what I have for you. My angels, just very quick reading. I'm going to move over to Pisces, but I hope you guys enjoyed it. I wish you guys all the best, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. All right. Hello Pisces, so this is your spread for this new moon in Scorpio. So new moons are all about new energies, okay, calling in new energies, kind of like a clean slate almost. Because it's in Scorpio, it does bring a bit of transformational energy and intensity. All right, and for you guys, at least for those who are Pisces rising and moon, just to touch on the astrology side of things, this is going to be happening in your 9th house, all about your beliefs and your spirituality or your religion, or it can also be about long distance travel and education and exploration and expansion in your world. So that's the areas of your life where it might touch on. But anyway, let's dive into the energies in the tarot. All right, because in the center of your reading, you have the Horse Spirit. Freedom is yours. That's very important, especially when we have the Devil here. So it's almost like if you feel a bit tied down around this time, then the Devil is just an illusion at this point. It's something that makes us feel tied down. Maybe it's temptations, addictions, obsessions, whatever it is. The Devil energy cannot keep you bounded, at least in your energy, because you have freedom is yours. And I heard when I pulled this out, it's a choice. Okay, it's a choice to be free from something. Okay, so it's a difficult choice, especially when the devil is here, because fear can hold us down, can hold us back. Restrictions, responsibilities, it can all hold us down and make us feel stuck and feel, trapped in a sense. So the freedom is yours here. It's about being a wild horse at this time, Pisces, to run free is so important for you guys as well. And of course, ninth house energy, just in general, is Sagittarius. It's all about having fun. It's exploration, having fun, learning through life, right? It's all about curiosity and stuff like that. So I feel like you're being called to kind of go and explore and to remove that devil energy for now anyways. So you have confusion being here, yet you have deep knowing. So that's also very interesting too. So I'm going to see in the rest of your tarot. Confusion can just be that maybe the answer isn't as clear as you want it to be, or it might not be the answer that you really want to accept. And that's where I'm feeling the energy here, because deep knowing says that you already know deep down what you need to do. If you don't, then you need to really connect with yourself, because the answer is already within you. Okay, that might be why you're confused, because maybe you're trying to logically make sense of something, or it has to fit your narrative. And this is saying, no, it's within you. Tap deep into it. Once you understand it, it's time to take action. All right. Now you have really good energy coming through, but just in your little random messages up here, you have the dolphin, and it says financial gain, usually coming from something you did in the past. So expect some sort of windfall coming your way. You have the cane, which says pay attention to your health this week. That's really important as well. You have the fan, romance, celebration, and party coming through. So that's quite nice. And you have happiness. So that's beautiful energy. Page of Wands represents some sort of a messenger of some sort. So it might be hearing about something. It can also be about creativities and things that make you passionate, which is also nice as well. So expect maybe an opportunity or to hear about some sort of good news, but we will clarify to see exactly what it is. Okay. Wheel of Fortune is all about things are changing in your life as well, which can be a good thing again, especially if you've been tied up to that devil energy. Things are changing for you, but again, it's another ambiguous card, so I will dive into it. I'm hearing your style will be changing though as well. I'm just focusing on their clothes. Specifically, sorry, you're the last sign I'm doing, and my mouth is tired. But specifically your clothes. I don't know why. Ace of Wands, a new passionate opportunity is at hand. Now, because it's underneath fan, romance, celebration, and party, you could have a thing with somebody at this time. Passion, spark, romance. Okay, this feels quite nice. This new energy. Even if you are in a relationship, it feels like maybe something sparks something between the two of you again. Okay, like a new passionate energy. All right, sexual energy, especially with that devil card, by the way. But let's dive in a little bit deeper. We've already spoken about the devil. It's about restrictions and restraints and responsibilities. It's things that keep us chained. Okay, so let's see what it is. Okay, and material world stuff as well. So let's see. Let's look at the Page of Wands. Why is this here for Pisces at this time? The Queen of Swords over the confusion card. That's interesting. I feel like this could actually be advice from somebody, or you're hearing something and maybe it's making you think about confusion a little bit. Let's see. Justice. Interesting. Now, there's a few ways that I want to read this, because Justice and Queen of Swords are both Libra in energy, by the way. So this can really be about a Libra. You could be hearing from a Libra, but this could really just be about creating balance in your life. Now, it jumped on top of confusion, which is interesting because the Queen of Swords usually has clouds up to her neck, right? Which means that everything above that, so her head, her way of thinking is clear. Her heart, though, not so much. So you could be confused about matters of the heart here. So it could be about your feelings about somebody, or what you love could be where you're feeling a bit confused. Now, the Page of Wands feels like something could be sparking up your heart again. Again, it could be romance, but it feels like maybe it's passionate energy. So hobbies or something that just brings you some kind of joy and creativity could be important for you. All right. The Justice is all about contracts. So maybe that you are hearing about a contract here, something that you will think about, feel a bit confused about. Some news could come about your job that could cause some confusion as well, by the way, too. But again, it's leading towards freedom. Whatever it is, it seems maybe a little bit something that you have to think about, ponder about, something that makes you a bit confused. But I do feel like it's justice, it's calmer in a good way to set you free in a way. Queen of Swords, Justice, Page of Wands. You could be hearing from somebody who wants to bring some balance into a connection for some of you. All right, could be a messenger coming through here, and it makes you feel a bit confused. One more for this energy. King of Wands, Six of Cups, and the Ace of Swords. So yeah, some of you are hearing maybe from an old boss, old manager. It might help give you some clarity because the Ace of Swords is here. So some of you are gaining clarity through maybe somebody that is going to help you feel a lot more stronger, a lot more creative with the King of Wands. Maybe learning a lesson about the past here could be the case for a lot of you. All right. Right, the Wheel of Fortune. Let's see what this is about. The Queen of Wands, okay, definitely romance coming through because the King and Queen of Wands is now here. But the Wheel of Fortune is telling me with the Queen of Wands that you are going to be stepping into a lot more confident side of yourself. She is also a very attractive Queen of Wands, by the way, so definitely something about your appearance could be changing, like we already said with the Wheel of Fortune. Also, your belief about yourself is also what's changing. Queen of Wands speaks about confidence, creativity, right? She's ambitious, she stands out. But if you have a fear of standing out, then that needs to go, right? Five of Pentacles is a feeling of being left out in the cold, or feeling a lack in your life, feeling not very confident, not deserving, maybe financially feeling a little bit in a struggle here. But the Queen of Wands feels like she's optimistic. She wouldn't let something like this get her down. So for a lot of you, I feel like you're changing your mindset. Instead of seeing things in the scarce mindset and what you've lost, I think you're focusing on what you can grow and turn it into. Like it feels like this is the flicking of the switch coming up for you guys, okay? And again, she knows what she's worth and she can do anything. Here is the opposite, right? Lack of confidence. The key is here. There's a reason why she's not opening the door though, is because either she's too busy thinking about what she's lost or her current situation and what she feels like she doesn't have, again, lack, or she doesn't feel confident enough to open that door. That's what's changing here. You're opening opportunities for yourself. That could be what the freedom is. The Devil, again, could be fears. It could be dwelling, okay? It could be, again, negative feelings that keep us chained up. But that's where you're getting clarity here for a lot of you, because I really, really do see that you're giving yourself freedom. So if you feel stuck right now, that's changing. Ace of Wands. The Death card, I think that was. King of Cups. So definitely for some of you, this is going to be romance. Could be a Scorpio actually that's coming into your world. But in terms of this being outside of yourself, definitely something's going to happen here. A person who has feelings for you, that's really going to change everything. The Death card is about things will never be the same again once this new passionate opportunity comes your way. So you could be meeting a soulmate. All right. Now for others of you, when it comes down to the Ace of Wands, it just feels like a new passionate beginning is going to really change things up for you. It's very, very transformational. Some of you need to take action on the idea that you already have, okay, in a very emotionally balanced way, because the King of Cups is all about kind of staying on top of your feelings, even if you feel a bit confused. The Ace of Wands feels like that's the clarity. You know that this idea is something that you want to take action on and that it will bring you happiness. So despite all the other things that you're confused about, you're taking action and creating that change here as well. That's what it feels like. So it also could be about you paying attention to your health and taking it easy as well, which is interesting too. Death card, so things are very much changing for you and transforming. Okay, the way that you're dealing with things is changing and transforming too, but definitely a new opportunity arising for you, full of passion, full of freedom. All right, the Devil, the Lovers. Okay, that's very sexual energy, I have to say. All right, so that could be coming up for you guys. The Devil and the Lovers is interesting because in the normal tarot deck, you can't see it on the Light Seers deck, but usually they look very similar. It is the Lovers here. So what's interesting about this, near the Two of Wands, so it's really about focusing on what you want out of relationships in the future, and also about what you're going to give your energy to. What choices are you going to make? The Devil is about addictions and temptations, okay? It's about kind of getting involved in things that, again, keep you stuck and bounded. Now, this can be about relationship, choosing freedom, maybe together. You know, if you've both got into bad habits here, it's about kind of looking into the future and expanding and changing that up a bit. But I feel like it's about making healthier choices moving forward for you, okay? Because usually the Lovers is the same. So it does feel like it's a lot to do with your choices about your future, okay? making sure that the choices are divinely guided and not run from fear, okay, or obsessions, or lust, or, you know, those kind of low vibrational energies. You're really being called to kind of make decisions from a place of bliss, from love, from enlightenment, you know, that kind of stuff. And if you think about it, the devil is about restriction and being tied down, whereas the Two of Wands is all about exploration, and the Wheel of Fortune is growth, expansion. So they're calling for you to make decisions that are expansive, not decisions that are easy or tempting or comfortable or restricting in any way. Because again, your key theme, remember, is freedom. Your freedom is very important to you, Pisces. Okay, my angels, so that is your quick fire reading, and I'm very much done. So I hope you guys have an incredible week ahead and enjoy the new moon energies. Let me know, make sure you come back and let me know how it resonates with you, if it did. And I wish you guys all the best. Thank you so much for being here with me. I say quick fire, it's literally 2 hours, but anyway, I tried my best to be quick. But yeah, I love you guys. Thank you so much for being here. I'm beyond grateful for every single one of you, especially if you're watching this to the end. But yeah, I love you guys so much, and I'll see you guys in the next one. So